Hey guys, LegendBTV here, and I know normally I do make music content and content about TV shows and media and stuff like that. So I feel like this video is still within the realm of my normal discussions, but it is a discussion on a different type of media, and so it kind of like broadens the horizons a bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay. But anyways, now on to the video proper. It is with a heavy heart that I bring to you guys this video today, because today's video is about an app that I have loved for the better part of a decade now, and it is incredibly disappointing and disheartening when a great and unique idea just goes downhill. So today we're talking about the app Temple Run and the problems I do have with it and the way it works today. Firstly though, what is Temple Run? Well, if you all didn't know, Temple Run is basically a simple run game where you're this guy in this really like greaser looking shirt and you're like running away from like zombie monkeys and you're collecting coins and junk. Yeah, so that's pretty much the idea of the game. Basically there's holes in the ground and there's rocks and you just gotta run and not get hit and stuff. So basically my backstory with Temple Run was that one time when I was hanging out with some friends, I noticed one of my friends had a game on his iPod. Yeah, this is back when those were a thing. He had his iPod Touch 4th generation out with the very small oh man, good times. So he had that out and he had this game on his phone, and naturally like I was just like, whoa, a video game, right? So I was like, yo, can I look at your video game? And he's like, sure man. So I look at his game, and I notice it's this incredibly simplistic running game, and I just love the colorful coins, especially when you unlock the yellow, the red, and the blue coins and all that stuff, and I'm just like, yay, what fun, you know? Oh. So I believe that led me to wanting to get an iPod Touch myself, so eventually around Christmas time that same year in 2012, I believe, I did receive an iPod Touch. So I downloaded Temple Run and I started playing it, yada yada yada, and it's all great, it's all good. But then naturally the game started getting kind of repetitive, it got kind of stale, it got kind of boring, and I didn't play it for probably years. As naturally, iOS games and phone games aren't made to hold your attention for long periods of time. But then literally a couple weeks ago I was just like, man, I haven't played Temple Run in a while. I'm gonna play it, yeah. So I literally opened the app right here. And you know, I start to play the game, and then I notice, unfortunately, that, we have one big problem that was not previously in the game. I'm pretty sure of that because I played the game a lot 7 or 8 years ago, and I was just like, no, when I saw what they did to it. And it's not like what I'm about to tell you destroys the game in any capacity. I guess I was just so used to the game being the way it was that I hated that it kind of had to switch to being like so many other games. And I know you're probably thinking, well, what are you talking about? But when I get to it, you're going to immediately be like, oh, yes. So let's get to that. Now, it used to be basically what happened every time you died was you died, and then it just goes to a screen, and you can simply either hit retry or go back to the main menu and quit. And that all sounds fine and good, right? Well, now it's a lot different, and unfortunately, it sucks. So basically what happens when you die is you get a screen that says you can continue if you watch an ad. That's assuming the internet has it to where the ad is ready to go and it pops up. But I do have a number of consistency issues with the way the ad system works, and let's get into those. First of all, the fact that there are ads at all. Like, Temple Run never really had ads. I'm like, if anything, maybe it was like one that popped up every like 10 games. But it's like, it wasn't to the frequency that it is now. And the ads themselves are 30 seconds, and I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but nothing gets me out of the mood of playing more than having to wait a whole 30 seconds. Like, there's times where I don't even have 30 seconds. Like, I'll be in homeroom and I'll just be like, come on, I've only got like 3 minutes before I have to go back to class, and it sucks. Another issue I have is the inconsistency at which it allows you to actually watch an ad to resurrect. Sometimes you'll be playing and it doesn't even let you resurrect at all. Now, I'm not sure if this is just because they don't have an ad ready or if it's just like something like that, but sometimes I'll play and they don't even let me watch an ad to continue. And sometimes they'll give me literally like 3 or 4 ads. If you play how much you get versus how many resurrects you get, sometimes you'll get like 4 resurrect chances, but then other times you only get like the 1 chance you have, and like that's not fair. And then there's the fact that the game literally trolls you. There are literally some times where it'll ask you, do you want to resurrect, but you have to watch an ad, and I'll be like, okay, give me the ad. And then I click on it, and it doesn't even give me the ad. Like, it literally cuts to the main menu, and I'm like, no, I wanted to continue. I was doing so good. It literally cuts to the main menu. I'm guessing maybe they didn't have the ad ready, but I'm like, why would you ask me if I want an ad and not even give me the ad? Like, that doesn't add up, you know? And finally, and this is the biggest problem, basically the game asks you if you want to resurrect by watching an ad, and I'm like, that's all fine and good, but let's say you don't. Let's say you just want to be done with your game and you want to start over. So you click no, and guess what? An ad still pops up, a 30-second long unclickable ad, which is more like 45 seconds after you wait for the X to pop up and try and clear it and everything like that, and say you accidentally tap on the app so it goes over to the App Store, so you have to annoyingly slide out of the App Store and go back into Temple Run. It sucks. It's just a huge off-putting inconvenience that really just cripples the gameplay. And it just sucks because it never used to be there. It never used to be a problem. It's literally like the equivalent of you having a friend, right, that at first you really love. You don't see any problems with them. You think they're great and you get along with them really well. But then you just start noticing they're not completely like a horrible person, but they're just like mildly a jerk at times, and you just don't like that. You're a little bit put off by it, and I'm like, that's basically how I feel about how the app has changed. Like I said, these are small things, and I may appear as like nitpicky, and you just be like, oh, just enjoy the game when it's on, but like, it just, it sucks that they need to put this many apps on the game, especially like when you don't want to resurrect. Like, just let me start a new game. 30 seconds for an ad. At least give me a short ad, or give me like one that I can just click X on, like a picture ad. But oh my god, like 30 seconds each game. That's so much time that you just waste just waiting for. You don't want to see an ad pop up. That's just, oh no. But yeah, I guess aside from that, Temple Run can be a fun game at its core, but it's just, like, it's frustrating because I always counted on that game to not shove a whole bunch of ads in your face, to not do that crap, and then it just kind of does that. I don't get, like, it's like it regressed instead of progressed, you know, and it's like, yeah. Okay. Also, one final gripe about the ability to resurrect by watching an ad, and that's just whenever you do resurrect, the guy starts off going really slow, like slower than average when you're running, when the invincibility runs out from your resurrect, and a lot of times they put like these giant holes right when you're about to just start, whenever you can die, so then he just falls right in and dies, and you just like, yeah, you watched your 30-second ad for nothing. You watched it literally to go like 30 meters, and that's about it. Like, Temple Run, do better. But okay, guys, as much as I am disappointed with Temple Run in 2020, I was still happy to bring you this video, and I'm kind of happy to just talk about the game and basically my experiences with it and such. And if you guys enjoyed Temple Run and still do, let me know in the comments below what you think of the game, and if you've ever played it, if you like it, dislike it, whatever. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy it. Got more discussions, more reactions, more comedy, and more coming soon to LegendBTV. See you guys.